What's going down? TK coming at you. And you know, I had to do a special message because I am really perplexed and my heart is heavy because of the fact that it seems like humans in today's day and age don't have any humanity. Our ability to empathize, to care, has been eroded and doesn't exist anymore. You know, I posted a thing on my Facebook page. It was a meme that talked about the amount of homeless people excess to the amount of churches. And somebody's response was, they're lazy. And then there was another post that talked about the refugees. And somebody's response was, oh, they're weak. And they're sorry. And they just want handouts. So I equate the same concept of no humanity, of no heart. I equate that same concept to every American. So when you scroll past my video, make sure that you acknowledge this section right here. I equate the lost in humanity and the concept of no heart that Americans seem to stand by. F him. Don't worry about that. He's lazy. He doesn't need. He wants handouts. Long as I have mine, who cares about them? All of those concepts that Americans stand by, that is ingrained by the time you are 18 years old. You know, you sell your soul to that corporate mentality of paper money being God. So for those people who refuse to diversify out or step away from the paper money gods, your rug's about to be pulled from under you. So the no diversification, closed-minded, arrogant people who know it all and only willing to worship paper. All forms of paper derivatives are about to fall in the trash. Doesn't matter if your faith or your God is in the physical note, whether it's in a certificate version of the note, whether it's in the electronic version of the stock. I mean, all of the paper derivatives are about to go to hell. So take note, because I want the people who have the ability to diversify outside of paper and include higher forms of money in their acquisition plans to be just as negative or callous or arrogant toward paper lovers when paper crashes. Because, you know, we should have that same mentality like the refugees. War comes to your country. You're a normal citizen that has nothing to do with the war effort. So you take your family and you try to live. And you try to move away from the area that's being attacked, right? But that makes you a refugee. That makes you a loser. That makes you wanting a handout when you're just escaping an area that is dangerous to live in, right? So anyway, the equation needs to be pointed or used in the same manner for the paper lovers when the dollar crashes. Because those people who only have paper money, do not have higher forms of currency like cryptocurrency or gold, then they're going to be the ones who are lazy, want handouts, want help, And we should all just be like, no. The same way that they speak about refugees, the same way that they speak about other races, the same way we should speak about them. Because it's easy to make a personal choice to add more than just paper money to your holdings. If you get paid a decent amount of paper, all you're doing is converting some of it to either gold currency or cryptocurrency. Those are higher forms of money, so what you're doing is you're holding higher forms of money. In the event that paper money crashes, you still have two other forms of money that you can participate in society with. But what I'm trying to say to you is that those who don't diversify and only have one, when all your eggs are in the basket that crashes, guess what? I guess the rest of us should not help them and tell them the same thing that they arrogantly tell everybody else right now. And that's what? Probably greater than 95% of Americans, right? Everybody that scroll passes this video that have zero gold currency. How much gold do you have in your account right now? None. Okay, how much cryptocurrency do you own? Okay, so I'm talking about you. And realize the fact that the people who do own, they're gonna be okay. If you have three different types of money, when one form of money goes down, you still have two other options, right? So that's all that's being said here. We're saying that, hey, who's smart enough to say, come on over here to the good side of having more than one form of money? How many people are just gonna say, no, I'm not interested, I got my paper? You know, if you had $100,000 in paper back during the Great Depression, the last time the dollar crashed, those are the people that were killing themselves and jumping out of windows. Those are the people that found out that their paper, even though they had $100,000 worth of it, wasn't worth anything because paper crashed. Oh, the dollar's never gonna crash. That was yesterday. Okay, nobody realizes that we run in cycles. Life runs in cycles. The concept of 365.5 degrees means that nature runs in a loop. And it's a closed loop system. Which means if you look into the past, it gives you a glimpse of what's coming in the future. So all I'm trying to say is diversify internationally, include not only paper money, but gold currency and cryptocurrency to your wallet so that you have three different wallets. You got the paper wallet, you've got the gold currency wallet, and you've got the cryptocurrency wallet. And then those are three different forms of money, and it lets you have choices. The higher forms of money are gold currency and cryptocurrency because paper money doesn't pay you in leverage income. If you get paid in paper money, it's linear. If you get paid in gold currency or cryptocurrency, it's leveraged. And that makes it a higher form of money. So I just want to leave you guys with that. It was heavy on my heart after seeing the messages that people left on Facebook. But what I'm trying to equate to you guys and how I think differently is that I'm trying to say that the callousness that people have towards others should be the callousness that we should have toward them when 1929 happens again. Okay, it did happen again in 2008. Okay, when it happens again after 2000, well, I'm not going to give the date. But my point is, those who are not prepared become victimized by the situation in result of their non-preparedness. But your lack of preparation should not create a sense of emergency on my part.